Hello everybody, my name is Krin, and today we're going to be doing my first ever video on this channel. We're going to be going over Trinity Seven, which is an anime that I consider to be very overlooked and underrated among the anime community, at least regarding the anime that I've seen. So I'll be basing this review off of my review on my anime list of this series. I'll leave a link to that in the description below, as well as my profile in case you want to go check that out. So I'll be going over the story, the art, the sound, the character, my personal enjoyment, and my overall rating for it. So without further ado, let's get on to the story, which I rated a 6 out of 10. And the reason I rated it a 6 out of 10 is because I consider the story to be very incoherent. It's very vague. Like, it doesn't really tell you like, it's very confusing in my opinion. Like, they go over breakdown phenomenon and grimoires in the first episode. And I really, like, all I understand about grimoires is that they help your magic. In breakdown phenomenon, they have the black sun and they're really just not good things. That's really all I understand about it. The basics of the world is basically just any other box standard magic high school, magic obviously. But I feel like the story, there's no real drive in my opinion. Everything is so complex, it's hard to get the grasp of things. It really just takes away from the enjoyment of the series a little bit. So that's why I rated it a 6 out of 10. Now on to the art. I rated this a 9 out of 10, though I feel like I'd be more comfortable bringing it down to an 8 out of 10. And the reason I say that is because I really do like the designs of the characters. I like the art style in general. The one thing I don't like is how the color scheme doesn't seem to really pop. It just all seems not quite bland, but it's kind of on that track, if you catch my drift. So that's pretty much my whole problem with the art of Trinity 7. Next, onto the sound. I rated this a 9 out of 10. I really think that the voice actors did a phenomenal job on this show. And as well as that, there's also some really more famous voice actors such as Yoshitsugu Matsuoka and Ayane Sakura. And I think that all of the voice actors portrayed their roles really well, but I just personally like Yoshitsugu. He's probably one of my favorite voice actors, like, of all time. He's just done so many different roles. Like, he's done No Game No Life. He's done The Pet Girl of Sakura-sao. He's even showed up in shows like High School DxD. Like, he's all over the anime community. And I absolutely love him because he does a fantastic job with each of his different roles. As for sound effects and music, there's really nothing too special there. It's not too bad. It's not too great either. Basically, I'm just rating it a 9 out of 10 simply because of the voice actors. Actually, I might bring that down to an 8 out of 10 as well. Yeah, I'll bring the sound down and the art to an 8 out of 10. So next, onto the characters. I rated this a 10 out of 10. I absolutely love all the characters except for one. The only one that I don't like is Auden, which I'll get into in a little bit. But I feel like there's such diversity and the cast is so big that if you're looking for best girl, I think this is really a good series for that. Because there's just so many girls. There's like, I want to say over 12 different girls you can choose from. Definitely over 12 different girls you can choose from. All of which are very unique and it's very diverse, like I said. But the reason I don't like Auden very much is I'm not a big fan of her character design. I just don't like how the eyes are very small, but I digress, alright? I think that I don't have a particular problem with any of the characters. Auden is the only one that I have a particular problem with, but even then I don't really hate her character. In fact, I like her personality. I like the Kundere. I'm just not a fan of her design. Also, I wanted to really point out Arata, Yui, and Lieselot. For Arata, I feel like he is definitely one of my favorite MCs in all of anime. Like, he's just so calm and collected, and he's not dense, which I absolutely love. You see Lieselot or Yui try to do something sexual with Arata. I say sexual with quotations. He's just kind of like, alright, cool, let's do it. Like, he doesn't care. Like, I absolutely love that about his character. Speaking of Yui and Lieselot, those are the other two that I wanted to point out. Those are definitely best girls in the anime for me. But that's pretty much it for the characters. Again, I rated that a 10 out of 10 just because there's such a diverse cast and it's so big. So next, on to the enjoyment. I rated this a 9 out of 10. I think that the reason this series stuck to me is just because there's so many different characters and, like, they're so diverse as well. I just found a lot of enjoyment in the scenes and the character interactions. I feel like the humor is also very well in this series. It's very well done. I actually laughed quite a few times. Again, yeah, my enjoyment is 9 out of 10. Overall, I would say it's an 8 out of 10. I would be very comfortable rating it a 7 out of 10. I might be pushing it, rating it an 8 out of 10, but I feel like I'm also very comfortable putting it an 8 out of 10. I feel like the only thing that really holds the series back is the story. If the story was a bit more coherent and made a lot more sense and was very smooth, a lot more smoother, this would definitely be one of my favorite series of all time, in all honesty. Moving on to the discussion portion, what else can I say about this anime that I haven't already said? I mean, I feel like I can definitely recommend it to anyone who wants either ecchi or high school magic. Well, maybe not so much magic, just because of the story. But if you're into ecchi and harems and comedies, then I would definitely give Trinity Seven a watch. If you're into more serious stuff, then I wouldn't really touch the series because it's very laid back. I felt really relaxed and laid back. I wasn't really on the edge of my seat. Like, there wasn't a lot of tension in the fight scene specifically. If you're looking for a laid back show that you can find a lot of enjoyment in, I would definitely recommend Trinity 7. So, yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's review. Again, this is the first video that I've ever made, so probably not going to be the best of quality. I did put a video just for a background video so you can watch that while I'm talking. I'll leave a link to the original video in the description. Original credit goes to Anime Funny, and then before that, I guess it's a re-upload of Core Anime's video. Definitely go and check those two out. I love Core Anime's videos. I'll go and check him out. That's pretty much going to end out today's video, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. Leave a comment if you want me to review a different anime next time, and I'll be sure to at least consider it. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.